And I'm very delighted that this particular platform called InClick have organized this particular webinar for all of us, wherein I can impart some knowledge to you people regarding the field of clinical research and how you can make a career into this particular field. So first and foremost thing I would like to ask you people that, are you able to hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
it's audible.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Perfect. Now tell me, should I only go in English or should I also include Hindi, like, English? So
No, sir, only in English.
fine.
Because
Okay. No issues. Only in English. Okay. How many amongst you have either completed your graduation or are about to complete their graduation?
Completed.
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 All of you?
completed, sir.
Oh,
Most of.
okay, fine.
The pursuing masters.
You're doing masters. Very good. So some people are doing masters, some people have completed their graduation and waiting for a chance in the industry to do a job or to make a beautiful career out of it. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Please be interactive, and I would request all of you that you should have your queries with you. You should have your questions with you. So keep your questions, all the queries till the time of end when we are going to finish the this particular presentation. I'm going to finish first, and then we can have the round of questions. And clear? So
I would like to request you all that in the chat section, we are floating the form link. We'll request you to kindly fill it for your certification and as well as for further notification from Dr. Rahil Khan.
thank you very much, Mr. Bansali. All right. So just give me this idea that is my presentation visible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good, fine. Is my voice clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sure. Thank you very much. Now let's begin with this. This is an academy called our academy, and this is our academy, yours academy, mine, my academy, all our academy, to get future ready. Okay, because currently you people must be having doubts or confusions in terms of making a career into. Okay, after completing your graduation, some people must be but just I would like to have a quick response in the chat box that regarding your stream of your degrees, like BSc or MSc or B Pharm or nursing, whatever. You can just write in chat box so I can get an idea about you people. Please go ahead. You can write the stream or the field in which you are graduating or you have already done your graduation. Come on, write in the chat box, like BSc, MSc, biotech, pharma, etc. Okay, somebody wrote MSc, very good. B Pharm, good. Messages are coming. Pursuing B Pharm, good, very good. Come on, go ahead, guys. Come on, be sportive. Very good. Okay, people are pursuing B Pharm, pursuing biotech. Good, means all the people are from science background. Okay, so here I'm going to just introduce you people with a field in which you can make a career. Okay, now before starting this, I would like to explain you that how you can explore your career into this particular field called clinical research, pharmacovigilance, clinical data management. Our agenda for today's session would be that I'm going to introduce you what is CR industry. I'm also going to introduce you and explain you what is the current market size about clinical research. Then we are also going to see the career path, why India is becoming a hub for clinical trials, skills which are required to become a clinical research professional, and why to choose a career into clinical research, because that is the most authentic point. And what is the RK or R Academy advantage and steps to enroll. Fine. So first thing first, what is clinical research? This is about the trials on human volunteers. When I say volunteers, that means they are willingly coming into the trial, okay, either for the approval process of drugs or medical devices or some diagnostic tools. Fine. So this is known as clinical research. Fine. And this particular research is mostly done by pharmaceutical or biotech companies. Sometimes it is also done by the institutions like the medical institutions, medical big hospitals or big medical colleges, even from the government agencies which are like ICMR, you must be knowing. So these agencies actually do these kind of researches, which is known as clinical research. And clinical trials are mostly done by the pharmaceutical company or biotech company, okay, biotechnology company or pharmaceutical company. Why they are doing it? Just to get the approval process. Okay. Now we are actually moving very, ahead of this. That what is clinical research? I will explain it to you, and you will come to understand that where it actually falls. Because if you see a particular drug in your hand, it requires a tedious job, okay, which comes from the lab to the market. Okay, so this requires a tedious job, a very lengthy process, in which this particular process clinical research comes. How it comes, you can see over here. There is a primary non-human studies. Okay, once of any pharmaceutical company or biotech company, they plan to introduce a new drug into the market or launch a new drug into the market. What they do first, they identify a particular disease. Okay, identification of disease, like which is the most prevalent disease in the market or in the region. Like in India, there are various kind of diseases which are there, like hypertension, diabetes. Okay, osteoporosis is also there, obesity is also there, GI problems are also there, cancer is also there. And of course, now you can see as the market says about corona, and also immunity boosters are coming into the market. Okay, already vaccines came in the market, we all took the vaccines. So this is the system of any pharmaceutical or biotech company. They plan the drug according to the market need. Fine. So in this particular segment, what happens first, in primary research, the drug is being researched in the laboratory according to its chemistry, according to its physical properties, according to its nomenclature. Then other things are also done in terms of formulation. And then comes preclinical trials. Preclinical trials means animal trials. Okay, before going into the human trials, the drug should undergo with preclinical studies, that is the animal trial. Okay, so this is it. And next, then it comes as the clinical research, including pharmacovigilance, clinical data management, and all those 6 segments. Okay, this particular research actually have phase 1 trial, which usually occurs in healthy human adult volunteers. Okay, healthy volunteers means those people who do not have the disease. Okay, but the trials are taken on them just to understand and examine the safety and efficacy profile of the drug. Then it moves into phase 2, where the small scale trial is there. Then it goes to the phase 3, where the large scale multi-centric trials happen. And then ultimately new drug application is filed, and then the drug comes into the market. And once the drug comes into the market, phase 4 clinical trial starts, which is also known as pharmacovigilance. So this is all the square with this particular color you can see over here. It is about the clinical research or clinical trial. And usually, as you can understand, that the first phase, or the first part, which is the non-human studies, it is actually infinite. Why it is infinite? Because in lab scales, people are quite blind, they don't know what will happen. Okay, so it is infinite process. But usually the clinical trial, it lasts from 6 years to 10 years time, sometimes 5 years, but 5 to 6 years or 10 years time it requires. Okay, so in this particular segment, as you can see, 6 to 10 years is a long period. Okay, along with this, huge number of clinical research professionals are required to do the job into this particular field, to manage the clinical trials. Okay, to process the clinical trial documentation, etc. Sorry. So this is particular timeline. Now about the expertise, okay, which we called as that specialization and all. Sorry. In the primary field, as you must be knowing that this particular pharmaceutical companies and biotech companies, they are hiring the specialized people, but those specialized people are required mostly in the primary non-human clinical non-human studies. Okay, why? Because they require the molecular scientists, they require the biotech scientists, they require the chemistry chemical scientists, they require the preclinical studies, they require pharmacologists, etc., etc. But in terms of clinical research, here's a good news for all of you who are not having pharma or medical background, because Jack and Jill of all trades, means any person who's having plain size background and who's now having the knowledge of clinical research, clinical trial process, and who have some certification, they can do a great job into this particular industry. Now, as I have already explained it to you, what clinical research is all about is already an investigation conducted on human beings. Okay, there are non-therapeutic studies and therapeutic studies. As you can see, I have already rounded this non-therapeutic study, okay, or non-therapeutic research. Why is it so? Because in this particular segment, these research are the indirect benefit to the patient. Okay, indirect benefit to the patient is, I guess somebody's mic is on, and I request them to please, or my associates from click this. Okay, fine. Thank you. Thank you very much. So in this particular circle, as you can see, non-therapeutic area. Non-therapeutic area means no treatment is given to the patient. Just the process of disease is, studied. Okay, like what are the signs and symptoms of the disease? What happens to the normal physiology of a person when he gets the disease? What are the environmental and genetic factors, etc., etc. What are the possible causes of the disease? These things are studies which are known as non-therapeutic area. And in this particular segment, we don't have to need to go in this particular segment. Why? Because these things are usually done by the academicians, either the academicians or by the government agencies, like the one I have suggested you the name, that is ICMR. ICMR, okay, Indian Medical Council research. So that is the ICMR is Indian Council for Medical Research. ICMR, they do all these kind of research in India, and this is the main area which is known as the therapeutic area. And in this particular segment, direct benefits to the patients are given. And in this particular segment, new drug development occurs, new therapeutic regimes are there, then new medical devices, either new diagnostic aids or prophylactic measures. These all things are occur, and these things are done by what? These things are done by the pharmaceutical or biotech company, and they require the clinical research professionals. Now, let me just explain you the market size and explain you that why I'm explaining the market size to you people. Okay. Now, number one thing is, currently the market is already 1.9 billion US dollar. Okay, till 2020, as you can see, and it was a little bit of shoddy in 2017 when the norms were not in place. But after the pandemic, the norms got corrected and all, and then we got these kind of projections. And this is not by me. You can see the source over here. I have taken the source from some research article, which shows that already the market stands at 1.9 billion US dollar, and it is projected to grow by 8.2% in India each year till 2030 and later on as well. Because you know that new diseases will come, okay? So new drugs will come into the market as well. We all know, we never knew that Corona will come and we all get, into this particular situation. But Corona came, so the new research came in forward and they, introduced the new vaccines. So this is the thing. Similarly, pharmacovigilance, as I have already explained it to you, this is also a segment where the adverse effects of the drugs are reported. Okay, adverse effects of the drugs are reported. In usual language, you people call them the side effects. Okay, these are reported. So this is having a very huge market as well. In 2022, in current situation, as you can see, the market is already 6.78 billion US dollar, and it is projected to grow by 15.84, or in a round figure, you can say 16 billion US dollar. It is projected to grow by 2030. So you can understand that what is the market size of this particular industry is. And so this is the career path. It is not like that once you are going into the clinical research, you will become only one kind of a person. There are different paths for clinical research professionals. Only one part, that is I am going to, annotate over here. Are you people understanding? You can tell me yes, or you can write something.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, as you can see, this particular part, why I'm, cutting it, I will tell you. The reason for cutting this particular part is only because investigators overall the world, either in India or abroad as well, only the medical graduates or medical postgraduates, like at least MBBS, MDs, they can become investigator. Okay, they can become the drug safety officers or investigator or medical monitor, etc., etc. Apart from this particular thing, you can become anyone amongst them. You can start a career as the clinical research coordinator, which is the entry level position the operation side. Operation side means where actually the clinical research occurs. That is in the big hospitals, the clinical trials taken place. In this particular segment, you can become a clinical research coordinator. Sorry.
Sunscreen lotion பாருங்க எதுக்கு சொல்றீங்க
I didn't got your question. If somebody got her question, can hello. Okay. You people can have your questions with you. I will answer all the questions once I will finish up with the presentation. So now this is the segment. You can enter as the clinical research coordinator, then you can become trial assistant, then site monitor, then CRA 1, 2, 3, then you can become senior CRA, and you can even become a project manager. Means you will be handling the overall project if you have the capabilities. As I have already explained to you, in investigators category, no one amongst us gets fits over there, so we cannot go over there. But there is also a segment called clinical data management. In data management, all the data which comes from the research side, the data from the patient's study, it is accumulated into the database, that is in the soft form, and the data is processed in terms of analysis. The data is archived and it is processed for statistical analysis as well. So in this particular segment also, you can do a great job. The people who wants to sit into the office and they are very good with the introvert kind of things, they can do this particular job as well. This is clinical data management, which is having a very huge market, and you can earn handsomely into this segment as well. So there are different positions. You can you either become clinical ID professional, you can become a data manager, before that data analyst, then you can become a project manager into this as well. Then comes the quality assurance control or quality control department, where QA QC audits you can do, You can become a technical writer. Okay, if you are very good in terms of writing, then you can also become a regulatory specialist, QA/QC manager, etc., etc. So this is about the career path of clinical research. If you will have the answer, I will. If you will have the question, I will definitely give the answers regarding that.
Why?
Why India? Now, this would be the most prominent question in everyone's mind, that why India is becoming, like a hub for clinical research. I have already shown you the market size, that this is the huge market in India. So, because always understand, in India, Indian pharmaceutical companies, they do the research, and they are manufacturing various medicines, they are marketing various medicines, but they do not do the drug discovery and development part. Very few companies do it. Okay, all the big pharma giants, like the multinational foreign companies like Pfizer, GSK, that is GlaxoSmithKline, Abbott, these all companies actually do the clinical trials and clinical research, and they introduce the new molecule into the market. Okay, so but why India is becoming a hub for clinical research or clinical trials? Number one is, we have the qualified manpower over here, qualified physicians and investigators. Okay, then we have the infrastructure, large hospitals, laboratories we have. Okay, and we also have the large number of patients. Okay, this is the most common thing, because if you will go and you will check, you will find the patients for diabetes, you can find the patients very easily for hypertension, for cancer, for osteoarthritis, for GIT disorders, for anything. Even you have seen the situation in corona as well. So we have actually a large patient size. That's why. Next is acceptance for English. This is another thing. We all have, India has accepted English, okay, as their second language, apart from their mother tongue. But if you will go, with the countries like which are, populated like China, they are not actually, have accepted English as their second language. Then we have the skilled people who are with us, like the professionals, or the professionals. Most probably one day amongst you also going to become one of the qualified or skilled person in clinical research. And because of these all factors, all the clinical trials from abroad, from foreign countries, these are coming into the India. Now, what will the clinical research industry or the employer will see you? Okay, what the skills you require to enter into the clinical research industry? Number one skill is learning. Number two is teamwork, problem solving, initiative, planning, self-management, communication, and you should be tech friendly, that you should adopt the technology. Okay, if you have these qualities in yourself, you can become a clinical research professional. Okay, you can make a very good career into clinical research. And as I have mentioned, the very first point, learning, because with each new project you have to learn something. Okay, before starting or before initiating a job into your clinical research profession, you will have different projects. Okay, suppose for 1 year you have one project, for another year you may have another project. For these all projects, you have to be a quick learner. Fine, and you have to be a quick learner. That's why learning is there. And because of learning, you first have to learn that what clinical research is all about, what are clinical trial, what is the overall process, so you can actually enter into the clinical research segment or field. Why a career into clinical research? Because most of the students must be having this question, that why should I go into clinical research? Number one is, this is the sunrise industry and the market is booming. So you can understand, if the market is booming and it is a sunrise industry, like let me tell you, if you are going into pharmacovigilance, the minimum salary is nearly 20 to 25,000 starting. Okay, any fresher who enters into this particular field called pharmacovigilance, the minimum salary is 20 to 25,000 per month. Okay, which already my students are gaining, and some have become what you can call, they have progressed, various people from my previous batches, they have groomed and they are doing very well. Next is huge demand and supply gap. What is it? Because the demand is more professionals are needed, but the supply is very less. Why? Because people don't know about this, that how to become a clinical research professional, and that's why this is happening. And there is a easy entry as well. You can easily enter into this field, only learning the basics about clinical research. White collar job it is, knowledge intensive job. As I have mentioned to you, if you are going in terms of as a coordinator or even a data analyst or even a monitor or etc., you are doing any job into a particular drug's trial, you will have a kind of feeling that this particular drug, when it will come into the market and somebody amongst your family is taking it, you will proudly say that I was associated with the trial of this drug. This is safe and effective, and now people are consuming it. So this is a kind of feeling with all the people who are doing job into clinical research industry. Then good career prospect, as I have already explained it to you, the hierarchy, okay, how you can enter, what you can become. Then the quick money is there, growth as well, and national and international travel may occur if you are becoming a good if you are performing very good into the trials. So as I have already explained to you, that all the trials are from the foreign companies, so you may go abroad as well. Then increased contacts, marketability, understanding of drugs, disease and management. You can understand that what disease is this, how to manage this disease, what are the signs and symptoms, what are the cause, and etc. Then I love research, documentation, paperwork. If you have this kind of passion, you can become a clinical research professional. Now the advantages which you will have from our academy, because there various certification, you may have heard about it or may not have heard about this, but the R academy advantages will be, this is an ISO certified institute, so you can understand what ISO certification and all. Number two is mentoring by industry and academic persons, experts both. So it won't be like only I'll be teaching or training you for this particular course. Some other people from the industry will also joining, and they are going to impart the training to you people. Fine. Then there will be another added advantage, that is preparation for the interview and job assistance. Okay, we will try to assist you and prepare you for the interviews. Steps, what steps you can take, okay, to become a clinical research professional? First and foremost thing is, with our partner InClick, you can enroll yourself, okay, and you can learn how to handle the application, like how you are going to do the trainings, how you are going to have the learning, the lectures, etc. Then put your heart and soul into the learning medium for the entire course. You have to crack a online quiz, that is a examination, and you can become a certified clinical research professional. So there are only 3 easy steps into this particular segment if you really want to become a clinical research professional. What will you get into this particular package from the R Academy? Number one, the overall basics you are going to learn with us, the overall basics of clinical research as well as pharmacovigilance you are going to learn. Okay. Additionally, because pharmacology is essential, the people who have joined over here, those who have the background of pharma or medico, they must be having their subject as pharmacology. It is a huge subject. But those who are not from the pharma background, they are having absolute no knowledge about the pharmacology. So we are also have a module wherein you can learn pharmacology. Okay, the subject which is already the pharma and medical background people are learning, okay, or they have learned it. So you people are also going to learn this particular subject. Okay, that is an added advantage. Next is training by academic and industry expert, as I have already explained it to you. Certificate from an ISO certified institute. Okay, we are going to additionally certify you people for soft skills. Okay, that is how to write a beautiful or effective resume. Okay, how to perform well into interview, and the soft skill techniques, the body language, communication, all those things. This is also going to be there in this particular course, which is absolutely free. We are not going to charge anything for this particular thing. Okay, and we are also try to assist you into the job. We are not making any statement over here that 100% placement. These things are wrong, okay, because it also require a person's capability, that how well he's going to perform into the interview, how well he has gained the knowledge. Fine. So we are going to but assist you. We will going to show you that there is a job vacancy, how you can apply, how you can approach. These things are there. Then may get additional certificate from International Skill Council. This is the added advantage, and that is also free of cost. So not only from the R Academy you are going to get certified, we are also in the process to get affiliated with an international accreditation council. So you are also going to enroll on their portal, and you are also going to get the certificate from themselves as well. So that would be an added advantage. Okay, R Academy certification plus an international certification, both will be there in your hands. Fine. And R Academy reading material, of course, if I'm going to train you people, I will also provide you some reading material wherein you can have the reading material with you for your entire life. Okay, thank you very much from my side, from our academy side. And now I would like to have the questions from your side. Don't hesitate to ask question, because if you have the questions, if you really want to ask the question, and if you are going to ask the question, your life will become better. Always try to ask questions, never hesitate in asking question. I always tell my mentees, to my students, that a question cannot be silly, the answer can be. Okay, answer can be silly, but question cannot be silly. Okay, so answer, you can ask any kind of question. Okay, so thank you very much. Now I would request the students to ask the question. Please go ahead.
Sir, as I am from biotech background, so how can I get into this field?
Yes, as I have already explained it to you, there is, if you have science background, you can do the certification course. Okay, this certification course duration is 2 months. Okay, in this particular 2 months time, you will be having the lectures on Saturdays and Sunday, and we can pace up the lectures as well. Okay, the sessions as well, according to students. If the overall students batch is saying that we can have the sessions quickly, so we can wind up those sessions as well. But once you are going to learn these things, the basics about clinical trials, okay, then you can also enter into the clinical research industry. I have seen various people, there were various mentees of mine, those who are excelling into this particular field. One of my student who was there in 2012 with me, okay, she is working now in Bangalore with Cognizant, which is a pharmacovigilance, in a pharmacovigilance trial, and she joined in pharmacovigilance with Cognizant, and now she's working with IQVIA. So she had biotech background itself, but she's excelling now. It's been almost a decade, and she has become a manager into this particular field. So there is no worries, as I have already explained it to you. Whether you have plain BSc chemistry, whether you have microbiology, biotech, all can become clinical research professionals. Okay.
Sir, so after 2 months, will there be any entrance based on this certification course?
After 2 months study, once you are going to enroll in the course, okay, once all the students are going to enroll in the course, you will be having lectures, okay, mainly on Saturdays and Sunday, according to, because most of the students who are studying into their final years, or, they must be having their jobs or anything else. That's why we have kept the lectures on Saturdays and Sundays. So after 2 months lectures and the reading material, which we are going to give you, we will have an exam, okay, like the usual exam. So that would be an online exam only. Okay, after the examination, you will be certified. Understanding?
Okay, sir. Sir, what is the course fee of the certification course?
Okay, I will come on that point. Okay, I will come on that point. Let me have another questions first. On the fees and all, we will come back. So after certification, once we are also, because we are in the process of getting the accreditation from International Council, that certification will also come to you. And after that, we will also train you for interview, how to write a resume as a clinical research professional, how to crack the interview. And then we will also try to give you some details about the jobs, like there are vacancies in Bangalore or in Mumbai or in Delhi or Chennai. With these company you can apply, so we can share these things with you people, and there you can apply and you can become a clinical research professional. Thank you. Yes, any other questions? Then we
Sir,
can
good
Yes,
evening,
sir.
sir.
yes,
Sir,
yes.
my question is that as in a microbiologist, so what's the most appropriate role in the drug research and as of for the aspect of a growth factors in it?
Okay, fine. Let me tell you regarding the clinical research. Okay, as I have explained it to you, it is a very plain field. Jack and Jill from any trade, they can enter into clinical research. Okay, what you will be doing, you will be in a process of a research. Okay, you yourself see, we all have an idea of research is all about, when we have this thing in our mind, research means we are doing something on the table. Okay, we are observing something, okay, in the microscope, and we are doing something in the laboratory. It is research, but it is not only the research. Okay, like in terms of clinical research, the research actually occurs in the hospital. Okay, where an investigator, the physician, the doctor, they try the drug to they give the drug to the patient, then they observe the research signs and symptoms, like whether the blood pressure gets down or not, whether the blood sugar gets down or not, if it's a anti-diabetic or anti-hypertensive drug. Then what they do, the data which they collect, okay, it is actually collected by the clinical research professionals. Then they segregate the data. Okay, then they send it to the clinical data management department, wherein the data is also processed. Then this data is sent to the statistical department. This data which goes to the statistical department, then it gets applied with the statistical formula. Then medical writing team is there, they write the things, and then it is sent for the drug approval process, that is the FDA, US FDA, US Food and Drug Administration. Okay, there they send it in a particular format. So this is about this research. The research which you are asking, my dear friend, as a microbiologist, I guess you are asking whether I can have a chance wherein I can look under the microscope with the bacteria and viruses and etc., these kind of things. That is the lab research. Okay, and as I have already explained it to you, to enter into that particular segment, you have to be having various specialization, like post graduation, doctorate, etc. So then only you can enter into that particular specialized segment. Fine, because they require specialized expert people for each segment. Like for chemical research, they need molecular scientists, they need analytical scientists, they need microbiologist as well. But microbiologist who is having post graduation, doctorate, and having various kind of academic research papers with to their name, having some experience into academics or research. So these things are there, as I have shown you the two different segments. Like one segment is primary research, which is non-human, where all the experts are required, and another one is clinical research or clinical trial, where anyone can enter. Thank you. Hope I have answered the question.
Good evening, sir.
Yes.
Last month, I have just completed a master's in microbiology. I have no idea about getting a job, like whether I need to choose food microbiology or clinical microbiology. But my area of interest is to discover a drug. So how can I get some guidance through this?
As I have explained it to you, that if you want to go into clinical research, you can go. Okay, if you would like to go in terms of to perform a lab research, okay, like you want to go into the lab research, then you have to go into academics first. Therein you have to do some research. Okay, you have to publish some papers. You have to simultaneously you have to apply for various kind of jobs which are there in biotech industry or pharmaceutical industry, for your suitable role or whatever desired role you want. And also you have to do your postgraduate. After post graduation, you also have to do your doctorate as well, because they require very highly skilled highly qualified people on that particular area.
Yes, sir. But somebody is saying molecular dogging is important for drug discovery, and somebody is saying medical coding is important. So
No,
I just
medical
have
coding,
no idea about that.
no. Medical coding is completely different. Okay, medical coding is different, and molecular docking is different. Okay, molecular docking is something which is related to drug
Yeah, something
discovery part.
different. But
Yeah.
what should I learn from this? Whether it is molecular docking or medical coding, or so. See, I've just lot of fields through this. I need to go through it by single one and one. I can't get a clear idea from this. So can you please guide me whether I need to choose this or that? Which one is important for a drug discovery?
Okay, 1 second. Let me first come back to the mainstream, and wherein I can switch off the presentation mode. Now, just understand that what is your name? Sorry,
Sindhuja, sir.
sorry,
Sindhuja.
Sindhuja. Okay. See, the fact is that it is about you are asking me the question about the career counseling point of view. Okay, I can only tell you that it depends completely on your areas of interest, fine, or what you exactly want to do in your life. And if you want to do molecular docking, that is completely a different part. Medical coding is different. Okay, medical coding is somehow related with clinical trials and clinical research. Okay, so if you are if you want to do that job, that is different, and this molecular docking and lab research, these are different. Am I clear on this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can we have the next question?
Sir,
Yes, please.
is this only for completed graduates or for the persons or the students who are pursuing it?
Yeah, very valid question and very right question. May I know your name, dear, and the course you are pursuing and the year? Please tell me.
Nishant Roy, pursuing BTech Biotechnology, second year completed, pursuing third year.
Pursuing third year. And your third year will get finished by when?
So next year.
Means 2023. Okay? Yeah, of course. Now let me tell you. The eligibility to enroll in any kind of certification courses like this, which we have, we need the science background people, but any person who have enrolled into any college, they can do this particular course. What they will have the benefit, the benefit which these people have, like the people who are already studying, is that they have already they are doing either BSc, BTech, biotechnology, or B Pharmacy, or MSc, etc., etc. So in that particular duration of time, they are also gaining another certification as well, another knowledge as well. Okay, and after completing their respective graduation or post graduation, they can easily apply to any industry. Okay, any job, because they will be having this added certification with them, and also the knowledge as well. And in plus, in remaining 1 or 2 years, you will gain more and more knowledge. Once you are enrolling for the certification course, you are having some knowledge, then you are going to do self studies as well. So this is the thing. So you can enroll as well. Hope I have answered the question, Ishan.
Yes, sir. So, but are there some internships regarding that?
Sorry, internship?
Regarding this?
No, you won't be doing any kind of internship. Let me tell you. After finishing the certification, finishing with the learning part, you will be provided with the certification. Okay, and then we will guide you how to apply in various job segments, various industries. Okay, so you can directly apply into the industry. No need to do internship and all. You can directly grab the opportunity, you can directly go to the job, and you can start your career.
But so they will ask more for the graduate degree, first of all.
Sorry, please come again. Please come again. Sorry.
So first of all, they will ask for me regarding a graduation degree to complete it.
Yeah, of course, of course, of course.
I'm asking that after completing the course, is there any possibility or any internship in this?
Okay, possible internship you are asking. Okay, possible internship you are asking. Well, Nishant, na?
Yes, sir.
Nishant, possible see, the industry may not, have these kind of people, like someone who is already, who is already into the studies. So you won't be able to spare that much of time with the industry. So most probably you won't get these kind of internship, but we will definitely try to do something with that. And if the industry is not there, our academy is with you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so our academy may be with you, and we can do something like, kind of small assignments we can give you, and you can earn.
Good. Thank you, sir.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
I hope you got my answer.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, next one, please.
Sir, after finishing this course,
Yes.
sir, after finishing this course, whether you just guide us to apply in some other fields or any kind of company, or else the placement surety is given to us.
No, as I have already explained to you, I am not giving any statement regarding placement, 100% placement. Okay. What we are trying to tell you that, see, this is just a 2-month certification course. Are you understanding? May I know your name?
Yes, sir.
May I know your name?
Sindhuja.
And what have you done?
MSc microbiology. I just
MSc microbiology, of course. Let me tell you, if you are learning either MSc, BSc, biotech, B Pharm, do your colleges give you assurance of placement?
No, sir. Based on our talent and skills, they just used to choose person.
Of course. So this is just an institute. I have just a we are just an institute, okay, and we are providing only 2 months certification course. Fine. In pandemic, you might have seen the Saturday Sunday webinar. People may have spent the certification course in 1 month or 2 months time. Okay. So in that 1 or 2 months time, we cannot give you assurance of job. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir. But
You
within
have
2 months,
spent-
can we learn the whole clinical research about things?
See, what I am promising over here is we will train you to become a clinical research professional. Number one thing, we will provide you the material, okay, reading material. We will give the lectures and training to you, okay, that how to become a clinical research professional, the basics of clinical research, the pharmacology, basics of pharmacology as well, the basics of pharmacovigilance, the basics of clinical data management, etc., etc. Okay, with these knowledge, we will also tell you afterward these things. We will also give you a kind of different certification, that is, how to write a resume, how to crack the interview. These things also will be free. Okay. Another skill accreditation, if we get that certification, will also be free. Okay. And job assistance means we will be telling you people that, see, in Cognizant there is vacancy. Okay, how you can apply, this is the process by which you can apply. What you should read, that we are going to tell you. Okay, are you understanding?
Yes, sir, I understood.
How you can prepare for the interview, that we can tell. Now, instead of you, I cannot sit for the interview.
Yes, sir, I can understand.
Yes, so whomsoever says that 100% placement, I don't know, maybe possible for some people, because they must be having some kind of jacks or these kind of things, but I'm not in that particular kind of, I'm not into favoritism kind of things, or these kind of things. I believe absolutely on merit. Okay, I believe firmly on the things that you should do something, you should learn, you should perform, and you should grab it. Okay, so this is my idea of doing jobs in. Hope I have answered the question.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Next one, please.
Sir, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
I'm currently
good.
pursuing human genetics and molecular medicine.
Very good, very good.
So how can I, how should I plan my career? Can you guide me a way?
In which year you are?
I'm in second year, sir.
You are in just second year. So I have already explained it to you. You can learn this clinical research as well. which is an added advantage for you because you are already pursuing a course, a program. Okay, so how much time is it remaining for you for complete the course?
Like it is integrated course, BSc plus MSc, 5 year.
Oh my God, it is 5 years course. So that is something, in this particular period, you can gain some extra certification. And gaining extra certification, let me tell you, it is called as upskilling. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Now, in nowadays, any person who has done something like, a person like me, I have done diploma in pharmacy, degree in pharmacy, post graduation, I am getting doctorate as well. But still, I am getting, different kind of certification. I did my master trainer program. I am a TTT certified. Okay, I am a master trainer as well. That I did in 2018. Okay, and my graduation, B Pharmacy, I did way back in 2004. But still I'm learning. I did some certification course in pandemic as well. So this is called upskilling. You have to gain some additional knowledge time by time. So that's how you can also enroll and you can get a certification. Then you can learn some other skills as well, with the respect of time. And why I have kept this particular program or this particular course intact for the people either who are pursuing or they have already pursued, because in this particular period you can get the certification. You don't have to spend additional time. Understanding?
Yes, sir.
Hope I have answered the question. Thank you. Next one.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, please.
I am Pratiksha Solanki. I have completed degree of pharmacy in 2015, and I have experience in academic sector as well as a pharmacist. I want to change domain. Can I enter in pharmacovigilance?
Of course you can. Of course you can. It's never too late. Always understand. It's never too late. Okay. Whether you have done your, graduation in 2015, but still you are doing something. You were into academics. Okay. That means you must be teaching to the diploma pharmacy students.
Yes, sir.
Am I correct on this?
Yes, sir.
As you were doing a job, but simultaneously, if you can learn this particular field of clinical research in 2-3 months time, so you can apply for this particular for different vacancies as well. Because if you will go plainly, if you are going to apply for any pharmacovigilance position in any company, they may ask you what knowledge do you have, because you have only the knowledge of basics of pharmacy and you were teaching a diploma pharmacy student. Okay, so this is a big question. So if you learn about if you want to learn clinical research and pharmacovigilance, the basics of this, you get certified yourself, and then you are going to apply, then it will have better chances of you to get a job.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Bansali, if you are there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Bansali. So students are asking, I guess, would you like other students to take some question as well, or because most of the students are asking about the enrollment and fee structure. So I would like you to come forward and you can tell them about the enrollment.
So, could you please mute yourself?
If anyone have any other question regarding the course, regarding the certification process, regarding the duration, hours, etc., they can ask. Yes, Mr. Bansali, please.
Okay, guys, sorry, I know you couldn't unmute yourself that time. If anyone wants to ask any question to sir regarding the course or the fee structure, they can put it forward now, please. Assuming that no one has it, so after this, our executives will be connecting with you by tomorrow onwards. So we will be sharing with you a WhatsApp message regarding how will be the next procedure to join the course and the session by Mr. Rahil Khan. And along with that, we'll also be providing you a certificate of participation for the webinar by InClick itself.
Very good, very good.
Right. So the sessions will be hosted and conducted on the InClick platform. So all you will have to do is when you want to buy, you'll have to log into the platform and then buy the session from there itself. We have all the payment method integrated in that. So there will be no issue in buying for you guys. Is there any question that I can address in this regarding the same?
Sir, what are the fees?
Okay. Mr. Bansali, most of the students are having this question, I guess, regarding the fee.
So we are keeping the entire session is kept at 15,000 rupees. Right, but the entire session has kept at 15,000 rupees, and it will go for 2 months. 2 months, right, sir?
Yes, and let me tell you guys that if you will go anywhere, if you will go anywhere for the same course, for the same content, and this particular course is offered nearly anywhere in between 20 to 25,000 or more than that, even 30,000, 50,000, etc. I would request the person to please mute, because I am sharing a very important information regarding the fee structure which the students wants to know. So the point is that most of the people may have these kind of fee structure. Okay, we have already reduced the fees for the students who can do this thing. Advantages like additional certifications in terms of as I have already explained to you, interview techniques, soft skills that we are going to teach you differently. Then you are also going to have the international certification. That particular cost of the certification will also be borne by our academy itself. Okay, so that is not going to be charged with you people. That certification will also is free of cost for you people. So these kind of things are there in this particular package, and rest of the thing will also be addressed through the IncLink executives most probably tomorrow. Mr. Bansali,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, most probably tomorrow you will be getting a call from these people, and your queries will be addressed regarding enrollment and how to handle the app and all those things. Am I clear on this? So if anyone else have any question or anything to tell us, please go ahead. Be sportive, don't shy. Anyone, anything if you want to ask. And I can see most of the participants are females over here, and I'm very happy that my prediction was quite right regarding this particular field of clinical research, that this field is made for females. Most of my students, ex-students, were females in clinical research, and they are excelling. And I can see most of the Shalini is there, Monica is there, Nishant is also there, but most I am telling Nishanta, don't get it. Faiza is, I think it's girl. Faiza is a girl. Mariam is a girl. Then Pratiksha is a girl. Swati is a girl. Sareen, Harini, Neha, I can see over here. Manasi, all the names. Well, people, if you have any questions, please go ahead.
Sir, you will conduct mock interview or not?
Yes, we will be conducting the mock interview.
Okay.
But only after the completion of the course.
Okay, sir.
After completion of the course, what we will do, it would be more like I am not going to conduct it myself. Okay, are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
I will be training you. I will be your more, sorry, just give me a second. Let me explain it to you. I will be your course director. So I will be covering most of the part of the course, but also it will be covered by other people. May I have the privilege? Let me ask my prodigy as well. Simab, if you are there. Simab. Because one of my close, my mentee, she was
Sir,
trained under my supervision itself, and then she went to UK to pursue her masters. And yeah, hello, yes sir.
Sir, your voice is cracked.
Hello, Mr. Bansali, I can't hear you.
My bad. Actually, I think my network was pure. Your voice was cracking, so I would just
Mr. Bansali,
notify you about.
okay. No, is my voice clear to all of you? Guys, hello?
Yes,
Is my voice clear to all of you?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
good. So I was just explaining to you because one of my ex-student who learned clinical research under my supervision, she pursued her master's into UK and she's now doing some jobs as well. Currently, she is in India, so I requested her to join with us, but she got busy, I guess. Let me check with her because she was also joining with us. So she's also going to teach you people. Okay, she's also going to share some international kind of you will be having international kind of learning. Okay, because she did masters over there, then she is pursuing some jobs as well. So these kind of things are there, so you will be having that kind of people who are actually going to train you. Then you will be having some industry expert people as well. The people who are already doing jobs into industry, they are going to come and teach you. Okay, they are also going to train you. After completion of the course, some person from either academic or industry side, they will come, they will take your mock interview. It would be a kind of viva or mock interview kind of a thing, wherein we will prepare you. Am I clear on this?
yes, sir.
Thank you. So I guess Seema got busy. Actually, she went to some hospital due to some reasons. I just got her message on WhatsApp. Anyone else? If you don't have any questions, the rest of the thing is up to Mr. Bansali.
I think, sir, I think you've answered a lot of questions for them. And
Okay.
I really thank you so much for, taking this webinar. I think it was a lot, and it was actually really good to take in.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm not a student of medical sciences, I'll be very honest, but I think I really learned a lot from you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bansali. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, everyone, for attending this webinar. We are really obliged that you attended this webinar and looking forward to having you in Mr. Rahil Khan's course. We'll be, so tomorrow, everyone, you all will be receiving a WhatsApp notification from the InClick. And in case you reply to that, our executive will connect with you for the further processes of the session. Does anyone have a doubt regarding this or how to enroll in the sessions?
If you have any doubts, you can clear it.
I think then that's it, sir.
Okay, thank you very much once again to all the participants. I'm very grateful to InClick and Mr. Bansali who have organized such a wonderful webinar. I guess whether you people are going to enroll or not, but at least you got some insight and some guidance. Whatever experience I have got, I have able to provide some guidance to you people. So that would be a kind of blessing for me. That's it. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful,
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
wonderful career ahead to all of
Thank you
you.
so much, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome, dear. Welcome. Okay. And I'm absolutely enthralled to have you all people on board into this particular course. And let me tell you, we are very restricted towards the number of candidates in the course, because I don't want to have more people into the course, so wherein I cannot concentrate on the people. So we are very strict about the numbers of the people of the batch size. Fine. So once you are going to receive the calls, so, and if you really want to enroll, I would request you people to enroll as soon as possible, so we can start the course by next weekend. And by next weekend, you at the same time or whatever time we decide, you all will be learning the clinical research. Fine. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks so much, everyone.
Thank you.
you.